Hello, everyone. Hi. Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you're watching me from. Thank you for joining me today on another live stream. Thank you for being here. I appreciate you guys. So, if you're watching me from Facebook, thank you for being here. Don't forget to share the stream so that others can come in. And if you're watching me from YouTube, just say something on the comment section. Let me know you're here. Thank you guys for being amazing. And it's another Thursday, yeah. The time for us to discuss another interesting topic. We are talking about realities that happen in our time and the challenges that comes with those realities. And today's topic is no exception. We are discussing challenges we face raising our children in this social media age. So if you're on this table, if you're a mother, a father, a parent, guardian, or if you're a big auntie, big uncle, grandpa, grandma, please jump in today. Let's discuss because somebody like me will definitely learn a thing or two from today's discussion. All right. So you guys are welcome. I'm going to wait for a few minutes and see how many of us that will jump in before I continue. And also, I want to share the link so that I can have more people in the audience. Okay, so if you're on Facebook, share this live stream on your Facebook wall so that others can as well join us today. It's going to be a very short stream, yeah, maximum 1 hour and 10 minutes or 1 hour 15 minutes. Yeah, so it's going to be a very short one. And hey, Olufunke Zoe, thank you for joining me today. How are you doing? I hope you're doing okay from your location. Thank you, thank you. So, guys, if you guys see me looking down, I'm looking at my phone so I can say hi to people. Thank you for being here. I'm discussing the challenges of raising children in today's world, in our social media era. We see a lot of things happening on social media about children wanting something, destroying parents' properties, and all of that. And for us in the Western world, I would say it's even more challenging because the discipline, the way we discipline here, or rather the way you expected to discipline here, is completely different from the way people or parents discipline their children back home in Africa. So it's a little difficult here and it's really a big challenge. So that's why we'll be talking about most of those challenges today and then way forward. And people that have clue, maybe you've raised a teenager before you raise adult, you've raised kids, now they are adults. You can jump in to also tell us one or two tips that might help young parents to know how to navigate this journey because it's a tough one. If you don't get it right on time, it becomes a difficult one. And we don't want to raise kids that will be menace to the society. Rather, we want to raise children that will contribute their quota to the society. All right. So that's what we'll be discussing today. And I'll be let me hold on for another minute to see if more people will come in today for us to discuss this interesting topic. All right. So, Lufunke, how is your day going? How are you doing in your location? What is going on today? I'm going to pick up something. All right. So, what's going on? How are you doing? Trust you're doing okay. So while I wait for more people to jump in, I have 5 people here. Please say something in the comment section. Let me know that we have people in the house. And don't forget to thumb up the video if you're coming in or if you're already here listening to me. Don't forget to like this stream. Okay, that will really be a good favor if you do that for me. I will appreciate that. So like the stream, share this stream if you have a community tab so that others can join me as well. Okay. All right. So we have 6 people watching now. We have 7 people here. Please say something in the comment section. Let me know I have people here with me. It's becoming a difficult challenge Hey, the Zaram family. How is our princess doing? How is our baby girl doing? I hope she's doing okay. And please be thanking Mama for us, so for all that she does. We appreciate her. Okay. All right. So I have 8 people right now. We have 9 people watching actually. Please share me in your comment section, in your community, if you have a community page, so that more people can jump in. This is going to be 1 hour, at most 1 hour, 20 minutes kind of live stream, because I have my ladies of hot topic and we'll be visiting fitness trending gist. Oh, baby is doing well. Amazing. And you're really doing well too. You don't even look like a mother. You look like one sissy that came to help mama. You don't look like a woman that just gave birth. You are doing amazing. That's what it should be. I remember when I had my first baby, I was running around everywhere, even though I had a baby. It's good to kind of start a little bit young if it's possible. Spice it up with Onwadia. Thank you for joining me today. Omalicha, thank you for joining me. All right. So, what is social media? I don't want to believe there is anybody now in this generation that is now aware of what social media is. Even my mother in the village knows what Facebook is. She knows what YouTube is. So, everybody, I will say, everybody now knows social media. Social media is just a name that brings all of them together, both Instagram, Twitter, all the handles together. They bring them together under one umbrella to call them social media. And that is where people go to interact, social interaction, get to know each other, where you catch up with old schoolmates, where you catch up with old friends, and things like that. Now it has become part of our lives. We can't do without picking up your phone to look at the news, or to catch up with stories, catch up with gossip, catch up with whatever you think you can catch up with. We can't do without social media in one way or the other. And how do we do about parenting? Thank you, Oloma Ezokeke. Thank you, Ndebani Una Biala. Welcome, welcome. And if you're watching me from Facebook, thank you so much for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you. Don't forget to share this stream as well on your community page. Let others hear from parents, from us today, what the challenges we are facing. And also, we're asking anybody that has 1 or 2 tips to give to young moms to be, let them bring them today so that we can deliberate. And Linda Blessing, I can see your hand. Thank you for being here. All right, I think we should be starting. There is no need waiting anymore. So let's get it started, okay? All right. So the likes of social media I'm talking about today. We are talking about Instagram. We're talking about Twitter, TikTok, Snapchat. We're talking about so many of them. I can't even list all of them because I don't follow all of them. LinkedIn is also part of social media. Facebook. There are a lot of them these days that we can't even catch up. So, how do we parent our children and the challenges we face parenting our children? When I say challenges raising children in this social media era, people will not understand. A child of 8 years old is asking you to have a phone. I need a device. I need a phone. Who will we be calling? She does not know. Her classmates. What are you calling your classmate, and what will you be talking about? And then it will amaze you that some of these children at age 8, they have iPhones. When I mean iPhone 11, iPhone 10, iPhone 12, 6, and what have you. Then you now tell me, is that child going to be listening to the teacher, or the teacher is going to be fighting with that child to make sure you put your phone in your bag so that you can listen to what I'm saying? I know now school has rules whereby in elementary schools in the US, you're not allowed to have your phone in class. If you come with that phone, you're going to put it in your bag, and it remains in the bag until you leave, the school is over. Then you can pick up the phone. Then you ask me, what's the essence of giving a child of 8 years old a phone? What's the essence? And then when we are not within reach, yeah, especially when you send them to school, you don't know there will be Wi-Fi around the school area. Their internet or phone can pick up those Wi-Fi, or even maybe the phone data. They can use it to like do Snapchat messages and all of that. These are some of the challenges we face. The issue of buying telephone devices for children as young as 8 years old. They already have phones and they are even carrying smartphones. We're not even talking about some parents that they refuse to be on social media. If you tell them, are you on social media? Are you on this account, that app? They say, no, what for? That is not for me. You know, they are priding that they are not on social media. They don't even know half a thing their children are showing on social media. There was one I watched yesterday on TikTok. I saw this girl. I looked again. I looked again. I said, should I make a comment in her chat so that she would know that somebody she knows is seeing her? I was fighting with my spirit. Am I to go and tell her parents that, see, oh, you need to talk to your daughter? This is your Christian daughter. You've raised in Christian ways. You put all the barricades, all the restriction while she was in your home. Now she's in college. She's going by her own rules. So most of those parents that frown at being on social media, no, I'm not a social media person. They don't know half a thing their children are doing on social media. So is it now advisable for parents to be on social media, at least to be able to monitor your child in one way or the other when you're not there? You can still have an eye. You know, it's easier to say, yeah, this child or this person was not raised with overly restricted kind of environment. You know, their parents give them room to socialize, to meet others. But when you see a child that is caged, kind of guided so much, that is so much everything about the child knows is school, church, home, school, church, home. Then you now come and see them singing swear words on social media. What will you say? That becomes a very difficult challenge. And I believe some of those parents, if they see those their children, they won't be able to believe that this is that daughter of mine, this is that son that I felt, yeah, I got it right, I've done my best. Social media is a big influence in today's raising of children. And the earlier we start seeing it that way, the better we understand it. I'll be dropping my link because I said this is going to be a very short stream. I don't want it to be overly long. I'll be dropping my link just for us to have this discussion and this interaction. Feel free to jump in. Zara said, Zara's family said iPhone 25. Zara, my daughter came yesterday. She's 8. She came back from school yesterday with a telephone number of her classmate and the girl's mother's phone number that they want to do play date. So she's asking me to call the girl's mom so I can schedule play date. She now said that the first number is my classmate's number. I say your classmate first number. That she has iPhone 12. I say, at age 8, she has iPhone 12. Wow. So are you not telling me I should buy iPhone 12? I say, no, mommy. Because I guess she already knows my response. You know, hey, CEO, who am I having here? I have a big YouTuber in my midst. Yeah, no other than Princess Beyond Passion, our beautiful queen. She is a big YouTuber coming here to grace my stream today. Thank you so much for being here, Princess. I appreciate your time. Thank you guys for being amazing. So what I did now was to drop my link, and hopefully I'll be able to have people join me on this stream. Okay, so I'm talking about parenting in this social media era and the challenges we are facing. So going for my premiere, I forgot. Okay, it's all right, Princess. It's all right. I'm just starting this live, so it's all right. Okay, go for your premiere. She said, well, sorry. It's okay, Princess. It's okay. I understand. All right. So The link is down. Feel free to jump in. Let's discuss this. I really appreciate. I'm trying to adjust myself. My light is just making me look yellow. Why I'm not yellow? So thank you guys for being here, and for those watching me on Facebook, thank you guys for being here. The challenges we face these days are some of our kids, even they will prefer to talk to their friends than talk to their parents or talk to their siblings. Some of them will come back from school. The moment they come back from school, they're headed to straight to their room. If they want to take a shower, they will take a shower the next thing. Okay, I have Spicy up here. Thank you so much, Spicy Up. Thank you for coming.
Hey, gorgeous. Greetings to you.
Thank you. Me and my
Greetings,
locking my screen all the time. I put my volume off. Okay. All right, so I can hear you now, Spicy. Thank you for being here.
Okay. You were saying that the light is making you look yellow. Are you not yellow?
I'm not yellow. I'm looking at myself. If I move this way, it makes it like this. So I was like, no.
Yeah. Greetings, everyone in the chat. Thank you guys for joining in on today's discussion, because today's discussion is really an interesting one. This topic is something a lot of people are dealing with, parents are dealing with, especially in the Western world. Yeah. It's even easier back home, but you see, abroad, this diaspora, raising children here is double work. Like I said, it's hard work, doubled, because you are not just raising your children as yours, but the government is helping you raise your children as citizens. So even when you want to do the right thing as a parent, you're a bit restricted. There's a limit to your parenting. There's a limit to what you can do as a parent. That's the saddest part of it.
I tell you,
it's heartbreaking to know that you want to correct something about your child, but the government is telling you no. Even if it's your child, the child is still ours. So your hands are tied. Your hands are tied. So before you even get to that point, that means you have to start early, catch them young, early enough, so that they don't even put you in that compromising situation. Or they don't even push you to the wall where the government will have to now come in and start dictating the rules for you as a parent.
Yeah.
We are even talking, Wanyoma, what about those children? Hey, God, I don't even know how to put this thing. Those children, who will wake up one day and come and tell you, mommy, baby girl, mommy, I want to be a boy. It's hard. Like I'm trying to just not even come out open, because these people have so much rights. Your own child, you nurtured, you nursed, and it's less than 10 years old children now come up and tell you this. What do you do? I'm not even talking about the teenagers. What do you do? How do you handle it in a society that begins to teach children their rights even before their responsibilities?
Yeah.
In a system that let the child know, look, you have the right to be whoever you want to be. That's the most heartbreaking thing any parent want to experience.
Yeah.
Except you're a work parent.
Yesterday, I went out. On my way coming in, I noticed two young kids were, they were getting upset, with each other. Then they had a teenager with them who was trying to work things out. Do you know that thing did not end there? Eventually, one of the boys' mother came around and then trying to talk to the son. Okay, it's okay. Let's go. Enter the car. Let's go. This boy started fighting his mother. And this boy
how old again?
8 years old. 8 years. He's in the same class range with my little girl. 8 years, fighting the mother.
Hey.
And then it was happening on the street. I was cooking, so I could look through my window. My daughter was like, "Mommy, see, he's fighting with his mother. Who can help the mother?" Then
at that age,
8, that was driving by stopped. They managed to get the boy in the car. So the mother stepped and now drove the car. The moment the mother kicked the ignition to move, the boy opened the door on a moving vehicle.
Oh my God.
On a moving vehicle. I was like, what is happening? And this boy does not live in my area. But because he's already a troubled child, his grandpa.
Why are they always troubled? Why are they always troubled? I don't know. I don't understand this word, troubled children. Like it's as if 99% of children these days are troubled. What is troubling their spirit?
What is
troubling them?
You know why I said that? When this boy was 5 years old, he will come and visit his grandpa, who happens to live in my area. The grandpa will be calling him, come inside the house. Leave me alone, grandpa. I'm not coming anywhere. He would drive off with his bicycle. Right. So now, 3 years after, this boy is fighting with his mother. 8-year-old boy that is still in 3rd grade. That's if he were in Nigeria, you say primary 1, 2, 3, primary 3.
Primary 3.
Primary 3. So you now start wondering, where did they get this one wrong? I believe if you really ask me as a mother, I will tell you they did not start on time. You know, when a child is 1 year old, they throw tantrum. You say it's just what children do. When they are 2, they are still throwing tantrum that they started a year ago. You carried it over to the second. There is no carryover in parenting. You have
no carryover. If you miss it, you have missed it.
Yeah. You nip it immediately. You notice your child is throwing tantrum. You just see the child and say, listen, this is still my house. And I'm still the parent here. You're my baby. Better stop that tantrum. Straighten it up. Don't carry it over next year when the person is 2. I know children, they will do what children will do. 3 years, 4 years.
Children will always be children. That excuses that you're making for them is going to haunt you in the future, the nearest future, not even far. Making excuses for a little child that is throwing tantrums and breaking things all over the house. A child will pick up. I was telling a story of one of my former bosses back in Nigeria. The child was the boy's name was Shama. The boy was around 4 years, 4 years old, 4-year-old when he broke their flat screen. And he not just the flat screen, the guy breaks anything in the house and then gets away with it. The mother will say, he's a boy, leave him alone. The thing used to anger me back then. It used to anger me. And I said, why can't you spank this little boy? Say, no, that's not how to raise children. No, just leave them, they will outgrow it. As I'm talking to you, he got to a stage, the boy was still in primary school when the father had to send him to army school because he got out of control. Not the mother, not the father can, set him straight anymore. They had to send him to army school, full-time boarding school at that age because they couldn't take it anymore. The guy lost control. So when parents make unnecessary excuses, that little baby, that 1-year-old child that you think doesn't know what he or she is doing. Why don't you let the child know? Okay, they don't know, but you are the parent. It is your responsibility to let the child know the right from their left, to let them know wrong from right. Absolutely. Let them know what is good and what is bad. They don't know, so it's your responsibility. If you now let them do whatever they want to do, they believe it's right.
Yeah.
They believe it's right, and then at what age do you now begin to correct them and let them know it is wrong? It becomes too late.
Once you miss it at that very tender age, it's over. You're going to be doing
that formative age.
Catch up.
If you miss it at that formative age, forget it. It's going to take the grace of God to get that child back. Once you've lost it, you've lost it. So parents just need to wake up. The one that is heartbreaking, I was saying initially, with these young children that they start teaching them from school. Some of these things that you, the parent, know, it's not the way you want to raise your child. You are raising your baby girl to be your baby girl. You are raising your baby boy to be your baby boy. Because when you got that baby, when you gave birth to that child, you accepted that baby. with
Correct.
what he or she, you know, is.
Yeah,
And then
came to the world
suddenly,
with.
few years down the line, that child now comes. Imagine, okay, almost saw some wine, maybe you have baby girls and you've been praying for, you know, a baby boy, and suddenly God blesses you with a baby boy, you know, to just wipe away, you know, it to make it balance. And then eventually that same baby boy, you they see tomorrow, mommy, and Cinderella. How would you feel as a mother? And you know, the sad part is there is almost nothing you can do about it. Once they've set their mind at it at that age, that they already know that they have the right to be. Tell me what you can do at that stage.
You know, sometimes I don't even want to imagine what the situation will be, because it's confusing. And not only that is it confusing, it's also very troubling, especially when you believe in one aspect of it. You understand? It's really troubling. What they now do here in schools, they will ask the children to identify how they want to be called. Do you want to be called Miss in she, he, or they, them? Do you want to be called he, him? So you have to identify. And likewise, if you go to the hospital, they will ask you to identify. That is the order of the day. Now you have to identify, because no child is less because that child decided to go this way. That's what the government is trying to like tell parents and all of that. People are beginning to understand it. But anyway, that will be another subject of discussion, because it's very confusing. It's extremely confusing for me that is an adult, talk more of children. Then
it can lead any parent into depression. Something like this can lead a parent into depression. That parent will become dejected and hopeless, like asking God, where did I go wrong? How did I fail? How did I fail it? That's what I'm saying. Sometimes it's not just even you, but the society is not helping. The society where these things are allowed is not helping. You start asking yourself, where did I go wrong as a mother? I did all I could. I did everything. God, no, you know I did everything. But why this?
See what Zoe said. One thing I'm scared of in my life is for my child to embarrass me in public. Zoe, you could have seen this mother and child yesterday struggling on the road, not in their home. The mom met him on the road. Okay, telling your 8-year-old, but you know how small 8-year-old, but this one is a big child anyway. But no matter how big a child is, you can't be bigger than your parent. That's the way we were raised. Enter the vehicle. The boy refused. It took another person, a passerby, stopped her own vehicle, come and handle this boy to the mother's car. They now said, put on your seatbelt. They zoomed off. This guy opened the car and was attempting to jump down from a moving vehicle. This is not the first embarrassment.
And if anything had happened to him, do you know that they will still hold the woman responsible?
Of course, you should have buckled the child up. Then I was also holding the woman responsible. You know what? I say, why would you let him sit in front? Why? I know he's a big boy, but he's still 8, so he's still supposed to sit at the back. That's what the state law requires. The state law requires.
And they will say, even when he refused, supposing the boy refuses, and they will say, okay, you shouldn't have even driven the car in the first place. Just wait there until he calms down. They will start telling you how to feel, how to manage it. You should have calmed down and let him calm down. Let him decide. You shouldn't have driven up because you have endangered his life.
I tell you, the woman had to stop the car. I was like, why is he sitting in front? That's the first thing. Because for him, and then why didn't you lock the whole car? When you enter the car, you can lock. The moment you start, if it's a brand new car, the moment you start your car, everything is locked. You understand? Okay, even if you don't have the automatic lock the car manually, because you already have somebody who is jumping at you.
Maybe she wasn't thinking straight. You saw what happened. Maybe she wasn't thinking straight at that time. She only wants to get out of that place. Imagine the embarrassment. Do you know that some children can even raise their hand to give her a slap there? Yeah. And she can't retaliate. She can't hit him back.
She can't.
She can't.
The other day, I was at the store. And that was on Saturday last week. Then a 2-year girl that's supposed to be 2-year-old was fighting the mother. They were both entering the store, beating the mother seriously. Then my little daughter said, "Why is that child doing that?" I say, "You dare not try it with me." Now she said, "Child." My little girl was like, She had told her teacher in school that they should call my mom. She knows how to discipline people. And for those people throwing tantrums in school, just let my mommy
She
come
will
and help.
set them straight. She will
I
set them
said,
straight.
the African mother in me will not leave, honestly. Zoe says sometimes I couldn't do for my something I couldn't do for my own
Agree.
parents as a kid. How will my own child do it to me? Please God help Zoe. These
So
children
it's not
nowadays, they learn from
easy.
every angle. Oh. If I ask you now about your child, you tell me they have a tablet, and then you put Cartoon Network. What do you think they do in Cartoon Network? They are fighting all the time. They're either shooting gun on Cartoon Network, or they're doing this, or they're doing that. So the television is full of violence, if I'll put it that way. There's always fighting. Either you're fighting to save the war. Most of the games that kids play are fight games. They will just carry plastic
Fighting.
and be
Rough driving, rough riding, all
rough
those
driving.
stuff.
Yes, that's just it. So the social media is not helping. And then if you put on the any part of social media news, you're going to see anything related to what we are talking about. Is either speed driving, rough driving, or fighting with guns or whatever. And then the children will want to practice most of those things. I'm also going to share here, there was an incident that happened in one school in my state. A child came to school with a loaded gun, not knowing it was a loaded gun, because he thought it
Oh
was a
God.
toy gun.
This is why
So,
they go and then they just go and waste their fellows, their mates in
mhm.
school. Oh,
Small boy, elementary school. It was in the news last
can
year
you
in my state.
imagine?
They had to do a lockdown for all the students. They took the gun from the child. I said, "Who gave you the gun?" "It's my daddy's own. I just took it." So it means in the house, the father did not put the gun under lock and key, because you're supposed to have a safe for your gun if you have license to carry one. And because he's used to playing video games with gun, he felt every gun is the same. This small boy, I think he was about 7, second grader, took gun to school. They had to lock the school. That teachers were everybody panicking, thinking something was gonna happen, but not knowing the boy was innocently acting on base of what he has seen
But
on
you see, this is not the first time. Haven't you been hearing cases like that of a child that will just take the parent gone to school and then before you say Jack, 10 people are down?
No, those ones,
It's
those
been
ones are
happening.
those ones are troubled kids. That's how I call them. And why do I call
Troubled
them
kids that
troubled?
know how to pick up a gun and then know how to shoot.
They are so troubled. Most of them are psycho. They have problems, and their parents some of their parents are usually on the know. Your child is not talking to anybody. He has no friend, always on his own. He doesn't even talk to you. And one of the ones that happened in the US here, I think it was about 13 or 11 students and teachers that were gunned down in the school. The parents could have arrested that situation because he sent a text to the mother. They could have gone out. The school called them to come. Your boy is behaving in a manner which is not acceptable. We need you to go and come to school and take your child. They were like, "No, please, can he be in school?" That same day, by the time the boy left the principal's office, he went to his class and then did whatever he did. If the parent had
Gorgeous, I'll be
taken,
right back. 1 minute, please.
all right. So if
There's a
the
call
if the parent,
interrupting.
all right, if the parent had taken that child out of the school premises, maybe that thing wouldn't have happened. So we now ask ourselves, where are we missing it as parents? Where? Is it the social media that is influencing this? How do we parent in this age? How do we be better mothers, better fathers, better guardians, better parents? Whether you're a foster parent or a guardian, a grandparent, or a parent, how do we do it better? Your child has a smartphone. He comes back from school. He locks himself or herself in his or her bedroom, does not talk to anybody, talking with virtual friends, online friends, and all of that. How do we become better parents? What the challenges we are facing raising these children? I'm going to read some of the comments because this is a very conversational live. And I said it's going to be so short. It's just 1 hour live stream. So let me read some comment. Daily Mom says, Zoe, this generation, honestly, all of them have tabs. You see, all the children, they have tablets these days. So you see, so Hobby and I were very skeptical on getting them players. We checked what they watch. That is a good way to go about it. You check what they watch, you know the games you buy, you know the ones they can download, you monitor them. That is a good way to go. Don't just leave them freely and say, no, you go to your game room and play. You need to know what they are playing, the games they're downloading, the one you're buying. You need to monitor. Sometimes you sit in that room and get to play those games with them, watch them play, get to hear what they're saying, you know, why they play this game. Because some of them get so heated, especially when they're being defeated, they will start using curse words, which obviously they did not hear from you. They will start speaking things they hear from school. So it's good to monitor them. Olufunke said, my 2-year-old now wants to wear his sister's clothes. God forbid. God forbid I raise a cross. Olufunke, this is the time to wear belt on your waist to untighten it very firmly, because most of them, that's how they start. If you don't catch it on time, now that he's 2, don't say, no, he's still a baby, he's 2. This is the time to put it straight. No. These are your clothes. If you want me to buy more, I will buy more. Go wear daddy's clothes. Don't wear your sister's clothes. Make it, specific. Go and wear. You can play with your daddy's trouser, your daddy's short, your daddy's shirt, and not your sister's. You have to stamp your feet at this time. Many of these incidents where they ignorantly pick up guns at home end up accidentally killing themselves because they don't know what to do. Absolutely. You know that one that happened in my state last year, the 7-year-old, he was exceptionally lucky that he did not, do anything with the gun because he's loaded, you understand? He just put it in his backpack, brought it to school to show his friend. Do you understand that scenario? And that was what happened to that boy. Then when he now brought it out, the teacher now saw that, whoa, that's not a toy that you brought to school. What's going on? So they had to call the principal. They had to take all the kids away and took the gun from, and then called the family. Oh my God, it was a lot of mess up that day at school. It was so rowdy and a lot of panic as well going on. And parents were asked to come and take their children. I don't even want to remember it because I was on my own panicking while the thing was happening on a different school district at the time. Is it part of social media and largely the parent? Is largely the parent. I agree with you. I can't agree less. Is largely the parent more than social media in that particular case, because if you have license to carry gun, you should have safekeeping for that gun, and you should be able to lock it under the safe box so that nobody will have access to it except adults. And whereby you put it, you leave it carelessly, is your responsibility at that point. The honors and liabilities on you for not doing your job as a parent. All right, so let me see what else here. Use all the conversational and then practical. Let them understand why he is a boy. Yeah. Zoe, if you're here, I believe you're reading as well what Daily Mom suggested. So this is the time for you to do that, and make sure you keep emphasizing on needs on a daily, on minutes and second basis. Don't even relent, okay? Get that straight from the very beginning. It's going to help you in long run. Thank you guys for being here, and thank you for those watching me from Facebook. Thank you. I really appreciate all of you. So we are talking about challenges we are facing in raising children in this dispensation. Most parents are not on social media, especially our so-called Christian parents. They are not on social media. They don't even get to know what their kids are putting out on social media. The one I saw yesterday, I was like, my spirit was telling me, write her a comment. By the time she sees it's you, she'll be able to understand, oh my goodness, this auntie is watching me. Then she'll be able to know whether what she's doing, or I said, what? I don't even know how to go about it. I'm still going to discuss that with my husband and have a second opinion, because it's not easy for you to go and start telling another parent what you saw the child is doing. And also, come to think about, welcome back, Spicy. Welcome back, man.
Thank you. Thank you.
Come to think about this, there was a woman I discussed with, that was during the COVID period 2 years ago. I asked her if she's on Instagram. She said no. Are you on TikTok? She said no. I said, wow, how will you know what your child is putting out there? She said, she just waved it by. The daughter is busy shaking it, the up and the down, with a skimpy thing. And these are Jesus people who is, you will say they are not even, they are Pentecostal. Let me just say the way it is. You can't say they are Catholics, they are Pentecostal people. And their daughter, and on Sunday she'll still behave like a good girl and go to church. So how will
Host, you know, some mothers said, even when you tell them, it will look as if you want to teach them how to raise their children. Some mothers, when you tell them what their child is doing wrong, they will ask you to face your business, face your own children, and leave theirs alone. I have seen that. So I'm always careful in correcting some mothers, because they will say, go and, somebody has told me mine, that I should go and have mine and raise mine the way I want. So I'm always careful. Even when you now see that child doing something very harmful, you are careful.
I'm telling you,
you can't talk to the child and you can't talk to the mom.
That was my reservation yesterday. That was my reservation. I said, if I tell this woman, I don't know how she's going to see it, then should I leave a comment on for this girl so that she will know, yeah, this auntie is watching her. I was like, you know,
I think you should. I think that would make her panic a little bit, and know that since this auntie knows my mother, and she see me, that means she may probably tell my mother something, and my mother will now find out what I am doing. So I think you should leave her a comment, you know, just, you can just say, wow, you know,
yeah.
And then, let her figure it out.
Yeah, if you go to that comment section, everything those people were writing, oh my God, you guys look hot. And you know, when they start saying you look hot, you know what I mean? I think I'm gonna leave her a comment. Let her know that, yeah, I'm following her. And guess what they're gonna do next? They're going to block me. I guess
she will, but at least you have the account name, right? Even if she blocks you, you can use another account to access it, or the mother can use another account to open it. So if just before they block you, make sure you have the account name, so that the mother can, if at all she's gonna listen to you, she can now look at the account name, use the account name to go in and see what the child is doing.
Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. Honestly, I think that's what I'm doing, really, because yesterday my conscience picked me. I was like, I don't know. I was torn. Should I or should I not? You know, and I was just trying to make that decision all by myself. I didn't know who to talk to at the time. And I said, you know what? I'm just going to let it slide. When my husband gets home, we're going to have this conversation. Luckily or unluckily, I never had that conversation yesterday because other things took over the event. I didn't even remember. So my
you will just do the right thing, knowing that, imagine if it were to be your own daughter. I mean, you want someone to point that out to you. So you just do the right thing. Let her be the one, let the decision be hers. If she wants to now follow it up, fine. If she doesn't want to, it's her daughter. You know, you have done your best as a mom. You are looking out for your fellow woman.
Yeah. I will do that. I will leave a comment for her and take a picture of that particular video because I can't save it. Maybe I'll do a screenshot of the video, and then if I see the mother, I'll be able to like talk to the mother about it so that she will be able to handle it at home. It's difficult parenting these days. It's absolutely a very difficult challenge parenting these days. And then you now wonder, is there any other way we can handle this differently? Growing up was different for us because at that time there was no modernization the way we have them now. I remember when I was young, the first time I opened an email account, I was already in the university. So I was like, hey, I have a Yahoo email account, you know. But today, at age 5, age 6, they all have internet account. They all have different apps. They know more apps than I do as an adult.
Oh, we don't even know half of the apps these children know.
Honestly,
Hmm?
we don't. Honestly.
Oh, host, let me just do something. Let me tell you guys. Sorry, I hope what I'm doing here is not distracting. That
No,
no much
you're
noise.
fine. You're fine. We have
Trying to
limited
picture
hours.
that. Okay. So there's a guy that was asking for my opinion on something. His teenage daughter brought home a married man to the house. His teenage daughter, and he's a single father. He's a single father. The mom is a foreigner, and the mom, they were not married. So he has been raising this girl from when she was 10. Yes, from when she was, yes. So the mother sent her to him, and he's been raising. So when she turned, I think 16, while the father, he said, while he goes to work, this girl will, sometimes she doesn't go to school, and he wouldn't know she didn't go to school. There is just no way he's gonna know. So she stays back at home and then goes out with friends. And then there's a day the daughter brought home a married man, and she's been having an affair with this married man. So he was heartbroken. He said he was heartbroken, and he went to the station to report the case. And they told him that the daughter is of age, that she's matured, and the guy didn't force himself on her. She said it was consented affair. So there is nothing the father can do. He said he was heartbreaking. So what is he gonna do?
Consented affair at what age? How old
16.
was this? 16.
Yeah.
Wow.
And the man was let go. He was nothing. They didn't even go after the man, and they said he shouldn't even harass the man. That the daughter was the one that invited the man home. So that since then he's been so heartbroken that he doesn't even know how to begin to love this daughter of his again. So it's
no
really
matter what, it's still his daughter.
I just told him that it's too late. There's nothing he can do about it. He should just let her be. He has done his best. Otherwise, one day she's going to call the cops on him.
Yes. Wow. You see, thank you so much, Ruth, for joining us today. Thank you so much, Ruth Oham, our digital coach. Thank you for being here. And also thank you, Ejim Finance, for always being supportive. Thank you for being amazing. Daily Mom, I'm really enjoying the conversation with you. Thank you for being here. See a host there. Some of these stories we hear, when we hear them, people think they are joke. They are not joke, they are reality. If that one that happened in my area yesterday, if I did not witness it, somebody might say, how can an 8-year-old boy be beating the mother and jumping or trying to jump out of the car? These things are happening. This thing, for age 16 in the US, she's still a minor. That person will be held responsible, if I thrown to jail. Honestly, thrown to jail.
He said they told him she's of age.
Imagine.
And the man in question was never invited. And she didn't open up to the father whether they had intimacy or not.
No, of course, yes. Now she can't say that.
So the father has no evidence on whether the man actually did anything or not. All he knows is that the man was in the house. But what were they doing in the house?
Yeah.
So they never even bothered inviting the man.
No, they can't. So maybe 16 is their official age. And if that
I don't know for them. I don't know for them.
16, but in some places, there was a time we had one live stream here. We were talking about legal age of marriage. Do you know in some rural areas in the US, they will tell you somebody who is 17 is of age to marry. Because we think it's only back home in Africa they do those things. No, there are some states. I was researching about it. I screamed. I say, even in this day and now and age, they've not even changed.
17.
Yeah, 17. So 16 and 17, they will tell you, maybe that's why they said, this person is already a grown woman. So leave the child alone. So you see,
they said, and they even warned him not to even try harassing the man.
Whoa. And you
not
say
to even confront the man.
Are you sure it's not because the man is a foreigner?
The man is a foreigner. He is from Nigeria.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes these these police people, they will they can be very, funny when it comes to treating matters and treating cases. They can really be very funny. There's in some cases they will go above and beyond, but in some cases they will just try and see where they will use the loopholes in the system to.
At least, if not for anything, they should have even called the man and warned him never to go to the house again, because this is not your house. This is someone's property. The girl is not the one paying the rent. She's still under her father. Why don't you wait until she gets her own apartment?
Yeah. The man is even a shameless man, if I'll put it that way. Shameless man. A small girl like that is bringing you to her father's place because you can't take her to your home and you don't want to pay for hotel. Cheap, shameless man. That's just the way I would look at it. See, Daily Mom said he can also wake up at midnight and talk to her once a week. Akiko, Daily Mom, there is an extent a child has gotten to. Talking to will not even help. What they need is serious intervention. They need serious intervention where you take them to.
So long as they were not raised back home. Trust me, in some countries, there's almost little or nothing you can do, no matter how hard you try.
Yeah, there is little. I've heard of a mother that tried to raise her baby girl. Baby girl woke up one day, say wants to be baby man. Then the woman started crying, went into depression. Where did I get it wrong? That was the question. But she didn't get anything wrong. It's the choice they've made. That's why we are talking about catching them young when they are still 2 years old. Don't say they are still babies. 2 years old, start stamping your feet as a parent. Let your child know what is right and what is wrong. Let your child know that tantrums, you can't get away with some kind of tantrums, even on top of the tantrums.
Do you know that even as a parent, you are also careful not to let them know it's wrong? Because these children, because they are innocent, they will also tell their teachers in school that my mommy said this is wrong, this is bad.
No, I will tell them it's wrong. I will. Let them go tell their teacher. That is my belief. And that's what, because of where I stay, you understand? You are allowed to practice any religion you want to practice and go by it. You understand? I will tell you that is what I believe. And this is my belief. This is wrong. It's capitally wrong. In all caps, is wrong. I don't want to, don't even discuss it with my child. That you can say that. Don't discuss it with my child. Exclude my child from that conversation. You can say that.
But over here, it's part of their school curriculum. That you can't, you as a parent, your religious belief or whatever doesn't count. What matters is what the school is teaching. Yes.
Now it's high time people start relocating and finding where to go and raise their kids. Ladies and
I'm living here with my family. I can't stay here.
So amazing today. Honestly, I don't want this stream to be so long. I wanted it to be an hour because I have a live stream coming up on my cooking channel. So I'll be tidying up very, very, very soon. At the topic for discussion, we are talking about challenges we face raising the children. The government is helping you to raise your children. The school is helping you to raise your children. Some of them, even social workers, are helping you to raise your children. You are not allowed.
The society is helping you.
Yeah, the society is helping you to raise. And then social media is also helping you to raise your children. So what
the worst of it all. Social media is the worst of them all.
You see what Zoe said here. I have also been a victim of child molestation, so my eyes, they always shine for my children. See, once beaten, twice shy. So this one, you have to open your eye, reach back. Any uncle or any auntie, you have to be on top of your game because that molestation happens every day back in our home. And they will tell you, my uncle, my auntie, that's how it starts. It starts from the family.
And so everybody, shh. People don't talk about it. Even when you tell your mother will say, don't talk about it.
They don't.
They will even blame you for it. They will say you were the one. You were the one that caused it.
Yes, this is serious. So relocate him. I heard now, Ruth. if you're in a place whereby they are telling you they're teaching your children something that you don't want, you can move to another city if you're in the US where things are done differently. You understand? There are still some state laws and there is federal laws. So you move to where it's more convenient for you. So, ladies, I'm sorry I have to be cutting short this interesting discussion. We'll be taking it up another time, especially now that Zoe raised the topic of child molestation. Spice, this is another topic for us to discuss because it's
Yes.
happening every day and it starts from the family. When I mean the family, the aunties, the uncles, the nannies, the house helps, the gardener, it starts from the family. That's where molestation happens so
Yeah, I
much.
think it's something we have to look into very shortly, even something we
Yes,
have to look into because a lot of parents are covering these things up, and then the perpetrators go scot free. You know,
absolutely.
so we
Absolutely.
just have to. Thank you very much, host, for having me. I
Thank you.
appreciate
Thank
you.
you. You guys are amazing. So please, 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 if you don't have this my cooking channel, please come there right now and support me. It's gonna be a short premiere. Um, Let me see if I can get the
When
link.
is it?
Is happening in the next minute. Okay. So I wanted this
Okay.
to be short live stream because I have to join my ladies of hot topic in by 12
Yeah.
noon so I can participate. So please, I'm gonna share the link right now. If you don't have me here, please, 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 please join me in the next, actually right away on
Okay, drop
oyoyo.com.
the link.
Yeah, let me drop the link quickly. You guys have been amazing. Thank you so much, Zoe, for making this very conversational. Thank you, Daily Moms. Thank you, Ruth Ohame. Thank you, Spice. And for the 10 of you watching me behind, please, please, please leave me a comment or your thought in the comment section. Thank you, Zara family. I'll be signing out now to go for my premiere. It's happening on the link I just shared. So please kindly click on the link and join me there, please. It's gonna be a short premiere. Thank you guys for being amazing. And for those watching me from Facebook, thank you guys for being here with me today. Keep another date with me next week, Thursday, same time, for another interesting topic. We are talking about challenges we face in raising children. That's what we discussed today. Every aspect that is also helping us raise our children. Let's meet again next week, Thursday. Thank you for being amazing. Stay well and be well. Thank you all.